Take it away.
Thank you so much, Miss Laika Mea, our gorgeous courtside reporter. At kami nagbabalik ang Tall and Small Connection. Ako si TDZ.
Namse.
At syempre naman, sabi natin kanina, yung poll natin, madam, 80% sa PSO, 20% sa LPE. Pero syempre, mga kaibigan, community rin yan.
Yes.
Iba ang preparasyon na ginagawa ng Laos Auto Group,
Oo.
Playbook Esports
And
Eagles.
like we've been saying nga kanina, no, sir, masyado pong maaga para mag-conclude kung sino nga ba ang panalo. But we really can't blame you guys kung bakit nga PLDT Smart Omega ang ating papanigan dito. Kasi simply they've already been seeing such dominance sa ating first 2 days, if I'm not mistaken, ng ating conference 2. So it's really not, hindi talaga siya, expected siya actually, na ang papanigan talaga ng mga fans dyan ay yung PLDT Smart Omega. But we will see if what LP has to say about that. Kasi syempre, they won't really go down without a fight here, diba?
Indeed. Kumbaga parang the eagle has landed. Kumbaga yung
Oo.
preparasyon, nagang handang-handa yung mga claws nila na kunin yung championship away from PLDT Smart Omega. Pero syempre nga naman mga kaibigan, magkaroon tayo ng unting review kung ano yung nangyari kahapon. Sabi nga ni Miss Laika Mea na yung laro kahapon ng PLDT Smart Omega against the Comeback Kings, nung game 2, medyo topsy-turvy talaga eh. Mapapansin mo biglang mag-iiba yung shift ng laro, biglang magiging lamang yung yung signal
truly.
Utuars ng una. Ang ganda ng pagkakabatuan, ang ganda ng pagkakajab nila, which is also the same with LPE.
Yes,
Yung
and-
laban nila kahapon sa Happy Feet Emperors. At sobrang ganda ng laban, almost topsy-turvy. And on our featured players, we have on the side of PLDT Smart Omega, we have Toshinu playing the role of a marksman and also a mage. And on the side of LPE, we have Rio with assassin and also a marksman.
Yes, and kung mapapansin nga natin from the yesterday's match, both of them have been doing a very good job in terms of their roles. And hindi naman talaga natin, like, we can't really wait because this is the most featured match of this day.
Indeed.
And if you, like you were saying, their performances yesterday was really topsy-turvy because they are comebacking the renowned comeback kings for the side of PLDT Smart Omega. So they know how to play the game. They know how to do their researches in terms of their enemy teams. At kung titignan nga natin kung sapat nga ba ang ginawang homework neto PLDT Smart Omega against Laos.
Magandang challenge yan, magandang challenge yan, small.
Siyempre.
Isipin mo, kumbaga, ano yan eh, pabilisan ng farm. Kasi napapansin ko kahapon sa PLDT Smart Omega, si Toshinu, talagang sobrang patient niya paggamit niya, sa paggamit niya ng carry. Kahit nape-pressure siya ng early game, naghahanap siya talaga ng paraan para makapag-farm. And then, kasi parang naisip natin kapag nagka-carry yung isang player, more of a late game oriented, tsaka lang siya slow scaling yung hero. But with the spectacular performance from Toshinu, he's able to make it work and sealing that 2-0 win against Signal Ultra Warriors.
Pero speaking of patience, meron din na pinakita ang team ng LPE doon sa battle niya against Happy Feet Emperors. And take note, we were seeing a very good rally in terms of both teams from yesterday. Kaya nga nagtagal ng 31 minutes mahigit, one of the most longest games dito sa ating the Nationals, even on Conference 1.
Yeah, that's true.
So, it only goes to show that both of these teams are very good in terms of patience and discipline at objective taking. Kasi if you saw the games yesterday against LPE and Happy Feet Emperors, nasa pasensya yan eh.
Oo.
And paunahan talaga when it comes to
Your
objective
team
taking.
is
At medyo
banned.
naririnig
Narinig
na nga
na
ang
natin. Oo.
ating drafting phase before
At
actually
syempre,
going to Land of Dawn.
Di kumbaga, bago magsimula ang bakbakan,
Oo.
nandito muna yung mga coach. Kumbaga parang hinihinang muna nila, okay, ito yung magiging preparasyon natin, na ganito yung magiging
Yes,
approach
tama.
natin for the game. And here we go, our first series, day 3, first game. We have LPA playing on the blue side and PSO on the red side.
Ayan na nga. And of course, for the banning phase for the Laos Playbook Esports, here we have the Krufra and of course the Tams. Kung papansin natin, from the very first day up to now, they are focusing more on the supports and tanks, which is very essential in every team fight, in every initiation
team
na pwedeng
is
makuha
picking.
ng both sides ng teams. And para naman sa side ng PLDT Smart Omega, it's going to be, again, the usual bans, the priority ones at that. It's going to
Your
be the
team
X-Board
is
and the
picking.
Grok.
Indeed. At syempre, kasi madam, nakikita ko dito talaga,
Yes.
ang first priority ban is mostly tanks. Nagkakaubusan lahat sila ng tanks.
Lagi.
Kasi more on na prolonged fights talaga yung gusto nila eh. Kufra, lagi na, well, especially Grok, talagang napakabihira lang na makita natin si Grok dito, especially for our second conference. One of the reasons why, kasi sobrang bilis niya mag-clear out.
Yes.
And yung power of nature niya, sobrang
Your
sakit niya
team
talaga
is
and easier
picking.
for them to initiate. But going to our picks, LPE, the Eagles, secured the Hylos as
Yes.
their first pick ang ganda ng first pick nila. Talagang highly contested yung tank na yan because of this glorious pathway. Ang dami niyang pwedeng i-enable.
Yes.
Maganda siya pang engage, maganda rin siya pang disengage, and the slow factor.
Yes, definitely. At yun ang talaga like what we've been saying, there is a reason why kung bakit nga siyang napaprioritize. Simply because siya ang magiging pacemaker ng every team fight na nakikita natin. And of course, para naman sa PLDT Smart Omega, they know better and they know that they would use this to their maximum potential. Kasi nakita nga natin that the Masha was used by LPE yesterday, and now they will do this and get it and up for grabs. So they will be first picking that Masha alongside with a very good Kaja with the help of his divine judgment. And of course, for the third pick for the side of PSO, it's going to be the Lolita, which is very essential as well, na maganda rin naman pang counter dito sa ating second and third pick ng ating LPE.
Indeed. Kasi kung mapapansin natin mga kaibigan talaga, yung Masha, highly contested, picked din yan and contested talaga yan since yesterday or since the start of our second conference. Because again, isa sa mga magandang object taker, sobrang bilis niya mag-push. Kapag iniwanan mo siya, ang hirap niyang patayin. Isang corrosion site lang, ang makakahabol kaagad siya. And talking about Lolita here, they're more of a crowd control. They need to get that AoE disabled and also a little bit of defensive side because of the Numenon Energy Core that he can provide to all of those heroes or kahit sa mga core heroes mismo ng PSO.
Siyempre, yun naman talaga ang kailangan ng both sides ng team. They need to have a very well-balanced kind of team composition para naman talaga mag-work out ang overall team play nila. And like what you've said nga, no, the Lolita provides that much defense para naman maganda ang maging recipe for the side of PSO. But again, going back dito sa ating LPE, it looks like they chose the Valir and of course the Kimi. Like, seeing it already in the meta, it's no question as to why this is also one of the priority picks of each teams. And for the third and final bans, we will be having of course the Harith and the Leomord. Pero Sir Tads, may napapansin ako eh. May nakalusot na hindi natin nakikita. Alam ko, ano?
Yung Chang'e, titingin ko talaga
Bukod
dito.
doon, may isa pa.
May isa pa.
Si Esmeralda.
Oo,
di ba?
Yeah.
Nalusot to. And you can see that no one currently is choosing the Esmeralda, which is quite essential as well because we all know na Esmeralda is one of the priority picks ng ating teams. Siyempre, kailangan mo ng another recipe, di ba? Para maganda ang timpla mo and unexpected turn of events when you go into the battlefield.
Pati pambiglaan yan eh. Bukod sa falling star mo nyo na pwedeng pambigla, tingin ko mukhang ang PSO yata ang kukuha nun. But it's kind of risky though. They will go for that double mage composition. We all know na kapag double mage composition ka, kailangan mo talagang sobrang bilis. You need to be aggressive all throughout. Because again, if your enemy, LPE, does have a marksman. So I guess, tingin ko medyo kailangan nila sumabay. Kasi ano yan eh, delikado talaga yan eh. Kapag meron kang, imagine meron silang Hayabusa sa side ng LPE, it means, and also the Ruby, so they can easily burst out enemy heroes on the back lines of PSO. And you need someone to support that. Well, okay siya okay na meron silang Lolita, but Lolita can do, yung sa passive niya, pwede lang siya magbigay ng isang energy core sa isang ally hero. And I think this should be enough. Mas maganda rin yung composition dito na meron silang Claude at least meron silang AoE on top of the Meteor Shower sa side ng PSO.
Gaya nga nasabi mo, no, the Hayabusa is it's there for a reason, mainly para pumasok siya on the backsides. And Claude can actually compensate and actually counter that against him. So it was a very good choice for the side of PSO to choose a marksman kasi kung pipiliin nilang Esmeralda, okay, Esmeralda is a very good tank and also can be very lethal. Pero kailangan nila ng true damage and they need that maximum damage output na kukulangin kapag si Chang'e lang ang magiging isa sa mga magiging priority damage dealers nila.
Indeed. Well, tingin ko talaga maganda yung timpla ng dalawang teams dito mga kaibigan. Ito na nga, pumunta na tayo sa Land of Dawn. This is Game 1 of our first series, Day 3. We have LPE versus PSO. Let's go and introduce our players on the side of LPE. We have Blasty on that Hylos, Bimo on the Valir, Kiluash on the Ruby, Extort playing the Kimi, and Rio on the Hayabusa.
Para naman sa side ng PSO, we have Kenji for the Masha, Heat for the Kaja, Hayes para sa Lolita, had GZ for the Chang'e, and finally Toshinu for that Claude. And kung makikita nga natin, si DZ na early ang engage ng both sides ng team, especially doon sa may top side natin. Merong rally na nagaganap dito. We can see now that Kimi is trying to free hit Kenji here. Goes for Sun and uses the flicker forcibly to potentially tower hug, but no to luck. The Kimi flickers away and goes for the kill.
Ang ganda mo. Hindi pa tapos si Hayes. Hindi pwedeng wala kaming bawi dito with the charge and also the stun, getting that return kill. And as you can see, with the aggressiveness of LPE, they can do that really easily.
Yes.
Again, you have the ring of punishment from the Hylos. Kapag tinamaan ka ng isa, kahit lumapit ka lang sa ring of punishment, papasok agad yung slow niya. Again,
Definitely.
that slow is not only for the movement speed, it will also affect your attack speed. So, 10 stacks ang maximum ng ring of punishment. And also with the law of order, ang bilis niyang, ang dami nilang stun technically.
Yes, and this is also the good thing of having a very good tank on your team. The Lolita here also gains you additional time for you to survive in the game. At maganda yung call niya na talagang ni-risk niya on taking down that Kimmy earlier para hindi sila ganun kagap. And here on the bottom side, Killers will be 3-man here by the members of SCT. But again, looky here, more make it 4 and the meteor shower, lo and behold, mamamatay pa si Ruby dito, mukhang hindi at mabubuhay pa.
Nabuhay si Kiluwas
Sumayaw!
doon, mamen. Talaga sinidestepan lang, sumayaw-sayaw lang. Pero habang nangyayari yun, nakakuha rin naman ng isa pang kill dito ang LPE at mukhang mapupunta dito kay Hylo. So ang ganda talaga, makikita mo dito. Sobrang at least level 3 online ka agad si Hylos. At lalo kapag nagkaroon siya ng level 4 with the glorious pathway, it will be easier for LPE to reach the target because of the additional movement speed and the slow para sa enemy nila.
Yes, and taking the advantage of the 3-man people of LP here onto the top side. But look here, Nominal Force will be used, pero wala matatamaan. But in exchange though, we will be having a 2-to-1 trade in favor of PSO. And I cannot say na merong advantageous point at this one because parehas silang bumabawi and magrarally to and fro. And of course, 3 members of PSO is going to be here. Chang'o will be playing that Kimmy on the long run. But looky here with the meteor shower goes for the double kill.
Ang ganda ng timing dito ng PSO.
Yes.
They knew na hindi available ang quad shadows ni Hayabusa. Nung nakita sila ng opportunity, let's take out the Kimmy first and then go for the Hayabusa.
Oops, no hesitations coming from Bimo here as they free hit Hajizi. But looky here with the flicker and use it again. And once more, man, corner ng Kuya mo lastly, but with going for another kill right here. And Kenji tries to stop, but Bimo on a low break of hell. Claude goes for the kill. And again, lastly here, going back, but no to luck. Man, na-corner siya ng 4 na people from PSO. And here, Killwash tries to go for another potential pickup, but no. Again, Luminous Force will be used at hindi maaabot as Masha takes the kill.
Yep, it's quite interesting na nakikita natin dito yung LPE na paisa-isa silang pumapasok, which is not the real plan.
Yes.
I think medyo nagkaroon na ng miscommunication and PSO are quite ready for this kind of engagement. Pero ang nangyayari naman dito mga kaibigan is yung mga Eagles naman, si Hayabusa is nakakapag-farm freely and this is what they need. They need to control or they need to provide space and gold for Rio to get his first item.
Ito yung mga moments na akala mo tama na pero kulang pa
Kulang
pala.
pa.
At yun ang nangyari sa LPE kanina because they thought initially that the calculations of their damage will be enough to actually pick off either the Claude na nakita natin na low HP kanina pero hindi sapat yung kanyang damage output. And again, not that the tables were turned as PSO corners that Ruby.
Farm muna, no?
Yes, tamang farm naman. And again, we are seeing a very good discipline from the side of PSO. Kung papansinin mo, hindi agad nila finish ang middle third simply because they are going for that jungle minions, taking away what is left for LP.
That's true. At kailangan taga makuha muna yung mga resources. However, ang PSO, ang PLD Smart Omega, nakakalamang sobrang sulit na sulit talaga dito yung yung meteor shower ni Hajizi.
Yes.
Ganun lang kabilis. Mawala ang buhay ng turtle dito with the meteor shower.
Oh, looky here, ladies and gents, Ring of Order will be used and lastly will be cornered by 3 people. Glorious pathway pero hindi sapat as Chang'o takes again another kill. This is one of the mages that are small but very terrible.
Yep, very terrifying indeed.
Yes.
Pero sa Ace naman, saktong-sakto yung pagkakabulwark niya. Ito na nga, moving on blast. Saktong-sakto ba? Hindi, napatay ka agad siya ni Rio. At hindi medyo nag-overextend, hindi na-calculate ng PLDT Smart Omega na ganun kalaki yung damage nila. Pero kung sakaling natapos yung cast animation ng Numinon Blast, they can instantly go and take all of those 3.
Yes, and another potential pick-off is supposed to happen kung umabot yung Numinon Blast niya. But again, lastly here, going again to 2 people of PSO. But again, the Meteor Shower will be used to shove away lastly in the brink of health yung Kaja doon. Magaling ang pag-save, magaling ang reinforcement. But again, Kenji here, going back, and 2 members of LPE is going to try and show away the minions dito sa ating top side. Pero tignan natin kung ano nga ba ang magiging sagot ni Masha doon.
Ang tingin ko talaga dito, well, Masha, what she's trying to do or kung ano yung gustong gawin ni Kenji dito is mag-rat place lang. Kasi ang ginagawa ng Masha, if you're playing Masha, you need to at least attract attention eh.
Yes.
Kailangan mong, okay, pumunta kayo dito, kailangan yung mag-respond. Kasi kung hindi kayo nag-respond sa solo lane ko, uubusin ko lahat ng towers nyo. Pero ang ganda rin ang ginawa dito ng PSO.
Oh, look at the figure in the divine dodge. Red bot, the meteor shower will be used pero hindi pa rin mamamatay si Exort doon. And again, Bimo here tries to again take that buff but napunta kay Toshino instead. But the Lolita here on the long run while the fiasco is happening on the middle side takes another kill.
That's a very good positioning from PLDT Smart Omega. They're able to take two heroes
Galing.
na walang ka-return-return. At isipin natin na yung items dito ni Animasha, he already went straight into a Demon Hunter Sword. So there's really it's really difficult for Lasty to fight against Kenji. So ang magiging priority target dito ni Masha is go for the highest as soon as possible. Kahit gamitin niya yung kanyang glorious pathway, kahit bumabad siya sa loob ng Ring of Punishment, it's okay. Yun na mas gusto niya. Makuha niya kaagad yung passive niya with the lifesteal and also take down the hardest target for LPE.
Tama ka dyan. And kung mapapansin mo nga, I think this is a matter of miscommunications for the side of LPE. Kasi we've been seeing that the Hylos is going in to 2 or 3 people of PSO. Pero unfortunately, wala siyang backup doon. And again, Ring of Border and Divine Judgment will use Plus Magic. Sarap, ladies and gents, para pang-templa.
Binudburan talaga. Kasi isipin mo, meron kang turtle buff, meron kang blue buff.
Yes.
Yung additional damage, additional true damage that coming from the turtle buff will really make your ultimate na talagang sobrang sakit.
Oh, but looky here though, Hayabusa will be trying to pick up Toshino, but Toshino using Blazing Duet here. At mukhang mapapatay niya pa. Up for grabs and going for that extra XP and gold.
Ang dami rin kasing target talaga. Kumbaga, yung shadow kill niya, mahahati pa. There's a chance. There's a big chance na pumunta yung a little bit of the damage into those creeps. But still a nice attempt. But unfortunately, Claude is one of those marksman na sobrang mobile. He can just play with you, go in and out inside the BMI, and then play with you as well. Parang akala mo ikaw lang yung pwede mag-jump in dito. Pwede rin akong lumonta-lonta.
Akala mo ikaw lang yung may dashi-dashi shadow ha? But looky here again, low members of LPE, may low HP, and again, Kaja goes for that kill right there. Yung Lumino, that's good. Masha goes in and takes that damage, pero wala siyang mind doon. He doesn't mind because medyo semi-tangka naman ang Masha natin dito, and okay lang. Basta makuha nilang kill, and that is okay. And Hajizi here just using that magic setup right here para lang ma-shove away ang members sa LPE at makapag-push sila ng maayos dito sa ating for the side of LPE.
For the LPE. Pati nakakita natin dito, when it comes to positioning of PLDT Smart Omega, they're really playing aggressively. They're not giving any opportunity for the Eagles to farm all of their resources because they're taking it by themselves. And look at the items. Ice Queen Wand para sa Chang'e. And sakit niya. Kasi pag tumama yung Star Moon Shockwave niya, yung first skill niya, on top of that, sobrang bagal. Mas madali. Kahit sa Extort to, ang hirap. Kailangan natin yung iwasan dito yung Meteor Shower.
Ang sakit talaga. And again, si Kenji dito tamang solo lang with the Lord right here as the other members of PSO will be trying to contain yung members ng LPE doon sa kanilang turf. And which is a very good strategy for the side of PSO kasi yun na nga naman ang kailangan nila with the help of their overall map control here. It's going to be very difficult for the side of LPE para lumabas sa kanilang base.
Yep. At talagang hindi binibigyan ng pagkakataon. Ramdam na
mo talaga
ng PLDT Smart Omega. Okay, kailangan lang natin hindi tayo magkamali. Kasi pag tayo nagkamali, there's a very big chance that LPE can turn this around. Why? Because they have the Hayabusa. They also have the Valier. At isang catch lang ng ultimate dito ni Ruby, there's a very big risk na makakuha sila ng kahit dalawa. Kapag napatay nila si Hajizi or si Toshino, that's their time. That's the opportunity that they're looking for.
Yes, definitely. At yun naman talaga ang dapat i-prioritize ng Hayabusa natin dito because you can see the damage output that is being executed by Hajizi and of course yung Claude ng side ng PSO dito, and they have to find a way to actually stop it. Pero papunta na nga ang very first Lord na nakuha ng PSO dito sa ating middle side, and this will be a potential team fight.
Oh, team fight. First tier 3 turret na na-take down ng PLDT Smart Omega. But looking at their positioning, as you can see, they're splitting up. Alam nila na yung Lord nasa mid, yung dalawa, si Masha nasa taas, si Claude nasa baba, at pangalawa na nga, hurra! Tinitake down nila but again, with the Meteor Shower, they're really making it more difficult for LPE to catch them out.
Just look at the damage output that was coming from the Chang'o's Meteor Shower kanina at naiipit na nga members sa LPE dito. And ladies and gents, game number 1 goes to PLDT Smart Omega.
Grabe yung Meteor Shower talaga. Ang laki ng threat na pinapakita nila. Once nakita na ng LPE na okay, nailabas na yung Meteor Shower, the precision, the angle, the way that they inanggulo yung
Yes.
meteor shower, saktong-sakto. Kahit yung Hayabusa wala na nagawa. And Shadow Clone, yes, he can do it or he can place it, but there's really a chance, parang napaka-slim ng chance rather, na ma-defend nila yung all lanes habang nag-meteor shower dito si Kalti.
Yeah, but if you notice naman, LP was actually doing their best trying to get in a way dun sa mga skirmishes fights na gagawa nila in terms of CSO. It's just that I think it's a matter of miscommunication simply because yung Hylos kanina was trying to go in pero wala kasi siyang reinforcements. So ang nangyayari siya yung nako-corner ng mga more members ng PSO. And again, looking at the stats right here, look at that beautiful Kaja. Good support. 1 with no kills at all and 12 supports. At yun na nga, Masha here with the 725, a very good job split pushing. And of course, Chengo with that tremendous amount of damage with the help of her meteor shower. And tignan mo naman yung items niya. It's so very beautiful for a GZ right here. And look at this. Ayan na, nakikita natin dito. No? It was, overall, it was a good job.
Yung turret damage ni Kenji dito, 63%. So isipin mo lang kung ilang turrets yung nakuha ni Kenji by his name alone. And also had GZ with this proper itemization, glowing one, ice cream one. And I think he's also going for another genius one here. Lahat na lang one na kay GZ na. Ganun siya kasakit.
Punta tayo Hogwarts.
Punta tayo Hogwarts. Kumaga, parang ito yung opportunity na kailangan natin makita. When it comes to drafting, well, Toshinu, 302, but I think one of the best impact or ang ginawa dito ni Toshino is controlling the Hayabusa. Na 0-3 to currently si Hayabusa, but ito yung problema. Kailangan mo talaga makakuha ng magandang farm early game para maging successful ka when it comes to the late game as a Hayabusa.
Yes, and of course for the MVP of the game we have had GZ for the Chang'o with a kill participation of 47%, a KDA of 414 with a net worth of 8,410. The damage dealt is astounding 47,644. The building damage is 4,619. And finally, the damage received is 16,489. So makikita mo naman, sa damage dealt pa lang makikita mo, this Chang'o is a small but terrible threat. So I think LPE has to readjust their overall team compositions dito kasi mahirap na kapag ibibigay mo pa ang nakakasakit sa'yo. Ay, wow. Medyo, okay. Sorry na.
Pero tingin ko talaga, all the drafting is okay. Talagang naunahan lang sila ng PLDT Smart Omega dito. And also the Kimi. I'm really looking forward for them to really play aggressively. But the control from the Masha really wrecked the positioning of LPE. But then again, ladies and gentlemen, hindi pa nagtatapos ang ating series. Meron pa rin pagkakataon makabawi ang LP dito against PSO. We will just have a very short break. The Tall and Small Connection will be right back with you shortly. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're still tuned in to the biggest esports event in the country. This is the Nationals. At kami, ang inyong shoutcasters. Ako si TDZ.
And I'm Saya.
Ang tall and small connection, mga kaibigan. At syempre, tingnan natin talaga. Sobrang init ng nangyari kanina,
Grabe.
madam. Di ko talaga ina-expect na ganun kabilis.
Yes.
Well, i-take over ng PSO yung LPE. But LPE, well, tingin ko talaga, meron silang chance na wala lang talaga yung window for them to at least capitalize
Yes.
on what happened. Tingin ko na-control ka agad yung Kimi dito at yung yung Hayabusa.
Na-contain, kumbaga, ng PSO into their favor talaga kung ano yung gusto nilang mangyari. Pero, I like what I said, it's too early pa kasi meron pa tayong game number 2 na pwedeng humabol at bumawi ang Laos Playbook Esports.
At tingin ko talaga dito makakabawi yung LPE.
Oo.
For sure, kumbaga sa ano lang yun parang shaking and baking lang. Parang tinatanggal mo
laban
lang
o
muna
bawi.
yung konti.
Oo.
Oo, parang may pagkakataon. But syempre, ladies and gentlemen, this, kung nakita natin yung mga players ng LPE talaga, we are quite familiar with those players.
Yeah.
Nag-alaro sila as a group before. But then again, PSO really proving that they are worth, that they have, that they are renowned the champions from our first conference. At ang ganda ng ang ganda ng movement sila. Really calculated, and also when it comes to drafting, talaga hindi nila binigyan ng pagkakataon. Kontrolado nila lahat. Kumbaga parang kung magluluto ka, merong asin, merong paminta, merong
Mga
luya,
condiment.
merong lahat nandun.
Maganda nga ang timpla at recipe ng PLDT Smart Omega, and they're making a name now. We have won this once and we can win it again. And so far for the first 3 days natin, it's going well for the side of PLDT Smart Omega. But again, considering that LPE is a new team, hindi pa huli para sa kanila kasi like what we've said, they may be a new team but their team play or their members are not new into the scene. So, I think it's just a matter of communications lang talaga because the patience and discipline that we've seen yesterday wasn't really well executed ngayon simply because hindi makahanap ng magandang timing yung Ruby nila dito.
Yeah.
And I think that's also another factor for LPE. They have to adjust again with their drafting phase kasi you've seen that Chango with that tremendous amount of damage. So it's either they respect that or they take that.
Pati ang ganda rin kasi pagkakakontra. Tingin ko talaga na-anticipate ng PLDT Smart Omega na there's a big possibility that Chang'e will be picked by the Eagles.
Yes.
Ang tingin ko lang talaga is they went for a Hayabusa plus the Kimi. I really get it na kailangan talaga mag-early play or mag-play aggressively rather yung Kimi dito for them to give space for the Hayabusa. But with that early kill, yung pagkaka-charge ni Lolita sa yung first blood nila sa side of PSO. Talaga medyo na fell off yung timing or momentum rather ng team.
And so basically the early invade nung PSO doon sa may parang top side ng LPE was I think unexpected para sa side ng LPE and they weren't able to see that coming. Pero the thing about this, especially for Game 2, is your capacity to actually redeem yourself from that kind of fall, which happened in the very first minutes ng game natin, nung game number 1 for the side of LPE. So, yun nga. I think it's more on the discipline talaga, and again, communications. Kasi if mapapansin mo, there were times that LPE had a very good attempt on engaging on team fights, and that is with the help of the Hylos' Glorious Pathway. Pero ang nangyayari nga is wala siyang reinforcements to back him up. So, ang nangyayari, si Hylos ang nako-corner ng either 2 or 3 members ng PSO. And I think that is one of the key factors that LPE has to consider.
That's true. Again, prioritization of heroes. Pati nakikita ko ng talaga, kasi of course, Hylos will be the one who's going to the front lines. But unexpectedly, talagang hindi nagdadalawang isip na gamitin yung Divine Judgment. Lalong palayuin siya away from the Glorious Pathway and also from the members. Kasi meron siyang HP regeneration once na nandun siya sa Glorious Pathway, that's one of the reasons why he's really confident going in front. But without the Glorious Pathway and without the rest of his team, it's already a one takedown for the side of PSO.
Guaranteed. 100%. Kumbaga parang RNG lang yan. 100%.
Kumaga 100% kung yung RNG, wala talaga.
Pag nilayo mo si Hylos sa kanyang pathway, wala na.
Mahuhuli rin. Mapapatay ka talaga. But still, nakikita natin dito mga kaibigan yung tagang prioritization ng PSO. And yung LPE, tingin ko lang they just need to mind their position and also the team communication for the Eagles.
But then again, this is going to be game number 2. And then we are already on the drafting phase between PLDT Smart Omega and Laos Playbook Esports Eagles. Ooh.
nakita natin dito. When it comes to bans and the picks, Hylos will be removed again. So far, it's either banned or
Your team
pick
is
dito yung
picking.
Hylos. And of course, isang beses na natin nakikita dito yung Grok, which is kahapon lang talaga nangyari na nagpakita siya ulit. But
Yes.
again, he will be denied for the second game of
X4.
PSO and LPE. Masha will be
team
removed
is
as well,
picking.
and also the Kupra.
Yes, at dahil nga na-remove ang mga first game heroes natin, syempre ang kukunin naman nila yung mga naban
Carry.
kanina, and that is going to be the X-Borg for the side
Kaja.
of PLDT Smart Omega,
Your
and again
team
for the
is
side of
picking.
LPE, they will be taking away the Kaja of PLDT Smart Omega because they will be taking that as their second pick, and of course, they will start off with a marksman as their first pick, which is
Quite interesting.
Interesting because I am expecting a Harith pick
Oh,
on the
right.
very first, diba? So that is what you would usually expect, lalo na kapag open sila. But the thing here is, there you go.
Oo.
That is what I'm talking about. The Harith here is hovered by the side of PLDT
Harith.
Smart Omega.
Pati napapansin ko rin
team
kasi,
is picking.
well, based on the performance of Toshinu on his carry, it is also a very good deny pick
Yeah.
for LPE here. I really do understand because if they will give the
carry.
carry to Toshinu, again, one of the mga comfort heroes, mas mataas yung possibility na they're able to pull this one off. So they're going on the safe side. And which is also one of the best ways to secure the farm of the carry is to pick off or to pick those heroes who can pick off a single target heroes, which is also Kaja. So
Yes.
tingin ko LPE, they have a very good start here. Medyo risky nga lang talaga. Medyo
Lunax.
interesting na pinili nila agad
Your
yung carry,
team
but I
is
think it is
banning.
a respect back. Or
Yes.
respect pick. rather.
And for the third pick for the side of LP, it's going to be the Lunox. And you have to take note, Sir TDZ, that Esmeralda is still open and up for grabs. And of course, marami pa ang heroes na open dito since there are the priority bans for both sides of the team are both tanks and supports. So it's very, very interesting to
Your
see
team
that
is banning.
iba ang ang the draft play ng both sides ng ating team.
Oh, talagang kakaiba.
Oo,
And
sobra.
well, the reason why is because they're really prioritizing and protecting the back lines. Since Leomord has been removed by PLDT Smart Omega, other than the Harith, siyempre alam natin na yung Leomord talaga is, well, ngayon kasi arrival Leomord na yung nakikita natin eh.
Oo eh.
With that additional movement speed after you reach the
Your
target,
destination.
Your destination.
Your
In
team
300
is
In
meters.
300 meters.
Okay,
Tapos
kidding.
parang
Lolita.
additional movements with yung
Your team
makakahabol
is
picking.
ka agad. Nakita natin yan before when it comes to that. Leomord, after arrival, tagang panic button ka agad.
Oo.
Ulasan ka agad. Kasi sobrang bilis niya at makakapag-dish out ka agad siya ng damage, which is also a good finisher. But for the fourth pick of LPE, we have another crowd control, which is the Lolita.
Yes, and this is a very interesting third and final ban for the side of LP. They are banning the Vaksha.
Oo.
The Vaksha, which is also a very good and sturdy
Quad.
tank. Denying a tank pick for the side of PLDT Smart Omega. That was a very good and a nice call for the side of LPE. But
Your
again,
team
this
is
is a
picking.
very interesting pick for the side naman of PLDT Smart Omega, having that Toms as their third pick, Claude for their fourth, and finally the Rafaela as their support. So I think ang pinaka-focus ng PLDT Smart Omega dito is to not reach this game into a late game, because looky here that LPE has their very slow scaling heroes, and one of which is the carry na sinabi mo nga na deny pick against PSO. And again, looking back dito sa ating final pick ng LPE, it's the Bane.
Yeah, sobrang delikado niyan. Kumbaga, well, Bane is really good when it comes to dishing out physical damage at ang taas ng critical niya kapag tumama yung Ram and also yung Crab Claw cannon niya. Plus the deadly catch, his ultimate is a very good crowd control to push back the aggressiveness of PLD Smart Omega. Because one of the reasons why I said that is kapag pipili ka ng Rafaela, again, bukod sa healing, meron ka din additional movement speed na
Yeah.
pwede mong ibigay sa mga allies mo. And the deadly catch should be enough for you to buy time or a little bit of time to re-engage or at least push back or kung
Yeah.
kung kailangan mo mag-disengage, that should be enough. Kasi ang plano dito ng LPE more of funneling the gold or give space for the carry to get his farm as soon as possible. Pero magiging problema talaga dito, ang dami nilang crowd control, ang dami nilang AOE, and given the fact that they have the Zaman Force, once the Harris reaches level 4, it will be a very big problem. Sumigaw agad si Hit dito.
Oo nga eh. So, we will be here for our game number 2 between PLDT Smart Omega and LPE. At nakita nga natin the X-Word screams as he shoves away the members of LPE. But again, it looks like it's going to be a early game like here. Conjugating the first blood. Heath here trying to go with his flamethrower and shoving away the members of LPE, which is a good job so far sa ating red side. But again, this is a good job for LPE kasi this is what they're trying to prevent. They're trying to prevent PSO from getting more resources, more EXP. At syempre maganda yung pinakaunang pick-off na yun in a very less than a minute
Less
game.
than a minute
Oo.
kill. At syempre nakakuha agad sila. Na-shutdown nila kaagad si Hayes on his Rafaela.
Denied the XP away from them.
Yep, denied kaagad. At nakikita dito yung when it comes to rotations, talagang pinapriority nila yung farming. Shutting down the core heroes of PSO is really necessary since kapag nakapag-level 4 ka agad si Hadjidi dito, ang hirap. Napakagandang steal naman nun ni Lasty.
Nakuha ni Lasty ang kanyang crab.
Alam mo, madam, si Lasty talaga, simula kahapon, hindi lang crab yung ini-steal niyan, hindi lang din mga puso ng mga taong ini-steal niyan. Pati yung Lord kagabi, siya ang nakakuha nun.
Sana all na steal, no?
Grabe.
Oo, pero there was a very good performance again for that Lolita. Again, denying. And speaking of denying that, si Exort meron pang na-bonus na kill by taking away Toshino into the battlefield. And again, last year doing a good job shoving away the minions para hindi magkaroon ng city ng minion wave at home si Hayes.
Cut kaagad, no?
Oo. And this is a very good opportunity then para sa LPE knowing that this Rafaela may be a good support but at the same time squishy din siya. And LPE has this good opportunity to target this para it's going into their favor talaga.
Indeed. And LPE have a very good position here, try to take down the first turtle of the game. However, Kenji and Heath, meron silang idea. Ready silang nakawin dito yung turtle. Nice divine judgment into Hayes, shutting him down. And also the deadly catch, pushing back at GC. But where's the rest of the crew? PSO needs to turn back. Double kill para kay Reo on his carry. Si Heath naman, tamang flame missiles lang, just pushing the rest of LTE back.
That was a beautiful flickering of order for Kaja as support and carry going for that kill to kill Hajizi again. Magandang panimula to para sa side ng LPE simply because they are denying the resources away from PSO. And Claude, alam niya nang hindi siya gano'ng makakagalaw kasi bukod sa malayo na nga siya, yun na lang yung pinaka-best na magagawa niya kasi he has to slowly scale as well. And again, si Lasty, mahilig magnakaw. Nanakaw yung puso, nanakaw yung crab, pati ba naman yung neutral minion? Grabe.
Tingin ko kung bakit, ito yung dahilan kung bakit Lasty yung pangalan niya. Mahilig siya mag-last hit. Ito nga, talking about last hit, mga kaibigan, Numinum Dash being charged up, mukhang walang tatamaan. Pero LPE trying to find Hayes. Hayes with the nice stun on his ultimate, trying to buy a little bit more time. And Toshinu with the Art of Thievery, slowing them down. But the next target, ito nga, mukhang sumusugod dito ang PLDT Smart Omega with the last Insanity. Saktong-sakto, GC will secure that kill and a little bit of skirmishes at mukhang tingin ko mukhang umokay din yung PS dito. Hindi natin kailangan sumulubsob, kailangan natin silang kontrolin as early as possible.
And with a low break of health to spare, pero looking here, Lunox doing a very good job with her darkness to free hit that Claude into his death. At ayan na nga, again, magandang rally to for both teams, pero we are seeing more momentum sa side ng LPE as they go for the patience to actually take down one by one the members of PSO.
And that's a very good takedown for the Eagles, shutting down the top lane by taking the tier 1 turret, making it more difficult for the Claude to farm for the rest of the game. And looking at the net worth though, 12,800, almost 13,000 sa side ng Eagles at 9,000. Almost 9,500 sa side ng PSO. Ang laking lamang na yan. Almost a single core item for the core heroes of LPE.
Oh, looky here. He is doing a very good job sustaining and shoving away the members of LPE. Pero at the same time, LPE knows better. Sila naman ang mag-objective taking. But looky here, face check for Hayes and company. And let's see kung mako-contest nga ba ng side ng PSO itong napaka low health na turtle. We will be seeing, the Rala was able to steal. But one of the costs Bane going in, and Xborg goes for the kill. Again, Hajizi may opportunity siya para pumasok. And again, looking here, Xborg and company. Bane though will be having a kill, but in return, the Harith will be having an exchange.
Ang grabe, ang ganda ng pagkaka-exchange doon. Nakakala ko parang parang binarbecue na yung Eagles dun sa may very small choke point, but then again, they're able to take one member away from PSO, which is really good because as long as Xborg is dead, as long as Xborg is not getting those kills, hindi agad magkakaroon ng malaking lifesteal because of the Festival of Blood.
And so far, we are now seeing a little bit of sign of life for the side of PSO. Medyo paunti-unti na nilang binabawi ang nagkulang sa kanila kanina na the early phases of our game. But again, this is too early to conclude as LPE is now showing aggressiveness papunta dito sa ating buff ng side ng blue. And here we go, 3-3 people with the low health si Heat dito. Let's see what they will be doing.
And right now, they have an idea na apat ang miyembro ng PSO na nag-aabang dito sa may top lane. And lastly, again, nag-aabang na naman ng isa pang last hit. But
Hindi na niya na last.
Hindi niya na last hit. Kasi at least meron siyang information na meron pang isa pang hero na nandun. Meron tayong opportunity na kapag pumasok doon. Kasi nag-aabang lang din siya ng catch eh. Kasi alam niya na magbababad talaga doon yung Claude for him to secure the last hit. And there's also a big chance na tumama sa kanya yung charge, and that will be a nice opening for LP.
Okay, Numinum Blast will be used. May matatamaan na isa. They will be targeting the third first, and the last Sandy will be going for the Xborg, pero na-cancel. And looking here, Kari will be free hitting and goes for the killing spree. And of course, Discipline as its finest. They prefer to actually go back instead na overextend to get another pick off, which is a good performance for the side of LPE. But again, Harith, nakita natin kanina na tinatry niyang mag-abang for, again, a pick-off. Pero alam niya mag-isa siya out of 4 or 3 people rather of LPE. So it was also a good decision not to risk it. But again, Kilowatt here dito sa baba, parang tatry niya i-take yung bottom lane shirt. But here, back tayo sa middle lane, mukhang mag-aabang ang members ng LPE.
And LPE dito. Uy! Grabe yung arrival dito ni Extort. Nakahuli pa siya ng isa.
Grabe.
But LPE being shoved out of the turtle lane. At si Heath,
Sakto yung pag-arrival talaga nulunok ko kanina para mag-time in ka ng exactong 8 o'clock sa yung shift. At kaya na nga, going back, Numinum Blast will be used. And again, the turtle will be getting by the LPE. Mukhang magaling sila magnakaw ngayon. And again, looking here, going back, they will be trying to go and free hit Heath here. Kind of very good job on giving Heath a low break of health, but still manages to survive. At ayan na nga, Kajo was a good attempt to flicker out.
Nice
pero ayan na nga, going here into the middle side, we are seeing much aggression for the side of LPE.
At ang ganda ng ikot dito ng LPE. And nakita dito sa Extort, medyo na free hit siya dito ng members ng PLDT Smart Omega, but Lusty is always there to protect him with the Guardian's Bulwark. At yan, lahat ng project ay matatanggal. And again, looking at the space here, 4-10 mga kaibigan. At again, hindi na binibigyan ng pagkakataon dito na makakuha ng blue buff ang PLDT Smart Omega. Control is the name of the game here for LP right now. Again, they knew that they are ahead. Kailangan ng nilang maging safe. Kumbaga, pagbigyan ng pagkakataon yung PLDT Smart Omega dito na makabawi.
And the thing about here is that we've been saying that the team composition of LPE dito ay slowly scaling at pupunta pa nga lang sa mid-game. And they managed to actually retain the game for 8 minutes. At pupunta na nga tayo sa mid-game kung saan may pabor pa ang LPE. And so far for the side of PSO, they have to do something para hindi na magsyadong lumaki ang gap na meron sila ngayon. Because looking at the goal, it's already 7K if I'm not mistaken. I'm not good at math.
Yeah, around 6K or 7K indeed. But right now, atagang inaalagaan lang taga nila yung lamang nila. Again, they're trying to bait out Rio. Dalawang members ng LPE, Bimo pati sa Exort yung nag-aabang din sa may brush area. But if they were able to catch this one out, this will be a secured kill, a fast kill for LPE. Where's the response? Sa side ng, sa backside rather, PLD Smart Omega with the last insanity. They're trying to catch out 3 heroes, Order of Brilliant. Saktong-sakto, binate lang nila si Heath dito. Dalawa kaagad ang natumba. Or make that 3 sa side ng PLD Smart Omega. Well played, well-disciplined timing for LPE. Numinum Blast, they're trying to catch out
looking here,
HGC.
Gucardi, HGC will open the red with the Divine Judgment. Again, Kaja goes for the kill with the help of his Ring Order. Again, magandang prioritization and patience for the side of LP. A very different game na nakita natin with Game 1. Sila naman ngayon ang nagiging dominant and showing that this game is a one-sided, that they will be taking this win potentially on game 2 as they take the Lord.
Hindi pa kami tapos. Sinasabi niya ng
Sisimula pa lang kami.
Sisimula pa lang ang laban. Pinainit lang kayo. Pero si Bimo talaga, ang ganda ng prioritization niya. And again, he's really not hesitant going in and catching all of those heroes. Pero nakikita natin mga kaibigan, si Carrie, si Rio, tatlo agad yung core items niya. And again, he can man fight against Claude right now.
Alright. He's going here with Fire Stake, okay? Hindi na push si Lasty, but that's okay, which is very essential kasi Lasty here is really good, not just by stealing resources, but again, to bait out the members of PSO, which is, in so far, napupunta sa pabor nga ng LPE ang initial strategy nila ngayon. And again, for the side of PSO, they have to defend as much as they can without being picked off kasi if they are picked off, mapupunta nga sa side na to ang more map controls sa LPE.
Yep. At habang nag-aabang ang Eagles for the Lord to move inside, mukhang mag-group up din sila. Supportan nila si Lord dito. Naghahanap ng magandang opportunity. Hiluwash with a shark fight, pushing the rest of PSO out. But Kenji will go down first. That's Insanity.
Yes, and then looking here with the Claw is placing the wet para to compensate what happened to Export right here. And just look at that beautiful free hit for the Claude. But again, looking here, Rio's still alive. And the base is already exposed dito sa ating baba. And this is a good opportunity for LPE to split push, disperse, and destroy the remaining turrets ang meron sa PSO.
At mukhang hindi pa rin sila tapos. Small, talagang nag-ahanap pa rin sila ng isa pa. Last Insanity on Bimo, but the damage not enough though with a stun. Ito yung hinihintay nila, yung charge na gamit kay Lusty, and also a nice pushback para hindi sila tamaan ng stun dito ni Rafaela. Nice decision from LPE.
PSO naman ngayon ang naglalak ng reinforcements kapag nag-initiate si Kuya Export. But again, this is not yet over because PSO manages to actually defend with a very low rank of health, pero at what cost? Dalawang tore na ang nabaksak. Iisa na lang ang natitira. Tignan natin kung ang PSO ba ay kayang kumambak dito sa ating very pinchy game sa kanilang side.
That's true. Well, I think comeback is still possible for PLD Smart Omega, but they need to be patient. They need to wait for the next objective, which is the Lord. 100 seconds left at kailangan talaga nilang i-contest. Kasi pag naibigay or pag nakuha ulit ng LPE dito yung Lord, it will be a very difficult for them. Very difficult scenario for them to defend.
Yes, pero syempre LPE knowing the dangers that lurk, syempre gusto nila na i-take away lahat ng resources na matitira para sa PSO para minions na lang ang makukuha nilang XP and gold. But again, LPE knowing the discipline and patience, kailangan nila ng magandang pick-off. Again, Heat here just trying to shove away Lasty. But again, up to what cost? Kailangan niya ring mag-ingat kasi kapag siya naman ang nahila na to ni Rio, it's going to be very difficult for PSO.
Delicats talagang, well, ang bilis yung humatak ka dito ni Bimo. Isang surprise lang, ang dami ka agad na kayang mag-deal ng damage para dito kay Heat at matanggal ka agad yung Firago armor. And they just need to get that initiation. Again, playing patiently is late game is a very difficult task, especially for the pro players. Because again, looking at that,
Divine Judgment Flicker for Kaja, and again with the free hit of Lunox is just a beautiful performance for the both sides that they didn't really need the other members to actually go and get that pick off. And once again, 4 members remaining for the side of PSO. They have to avoid being picked off one by one or else this game will be going to LPE. And looky here, a potential pick-up. Last Insanity will be used. Mapasa sa buga ng tatlong members ng PSO. Numeron that's will be used and will hit 3 people right here. At Godlike ang mapupunta sa Lunox with that darkness. And again, base is exposed. Haze here will be trying his best, pero up to what cost? Here, look here, pinaprioritize sila ang base. Here, Toshinu will be picked up by that Lunox without the darkness, and ayan na nga, more and more damage will be coming out from LPE. Bane will be using the ult, and Kenji tries to shove away the remaining minions that had, and here, on the middle side, kunay nila yung Tore, which is a very essential move.
And habang nangyari yung sex, buwabot sa pinakaloob, a little bit of miscommunication or miscommunication there, but Numinal Blast, tatapusin na rin talaga ng LPE. Akala nyo tapos na, hindi pa kami tapos. There's still a way for us to fight back. And also nice control from LPE there, from Eagles. Talagang alam nila na lamang sila ng early game. They're able to capitalize and well, nagstay sila. Stay ahead, be ahead, and just not giving any opportunity for PSO, for PLD Smart Omega to get that comeback.
This is a very intense game because it's a complete 360 of LPE's first game. They showed the dominance, they showed the patience na hinahanap natin from yesterday's game. And just look at these stats right here with BMO using that Kaja
Wow.
very efficiently. Support killer ang gusto ng kuya mo dito. And of course, that Lunox with the 918. And look at their gold. Ang ganda ng pagkaka-priority now in terms of resources.